You didn't find this video by accident. Something deep inside you, perhaps a quiet whisper or a desperate longing, brought you here. There are no coincidences. When the soul reaches a certain frequency, the universe begins to reveal what's been hidden in plain sight. This is not just information. This is activation. What follows isn't meant for every ear, only for those whose inner world has begun to align with higher truth. Have you ever felt like something bigger was unfolding just behind the curtain of your everyday life? That subtle tug you can't explain. That's your soul awakening to deeper layers of existence. Not everyone sees these layers, not because they're being hidden, but because they're veiled by vibration. Consciousness doesn't break doors open. It unlocks them quietly, and only when you are ready. Just like rereading a book for the 100th time and suddenly grasping a new meaning. It's not the book that changed. You did. True understanding doesn't come from accumulating knowledge. It comes from transforming experience. Pain becomes wisdom, confusion, clarity. Growth isn't loud. It happens in silence, in stillness, in those moments when we stop pretending and finally sit with what's real. This is the sacred process of becoming. The unseen world reveals itself only when we slow down and become present enough to perceive it. People chase enlightenment like a destination, courses, gurus, rituals. But consciousness doesn't respond to effort. It responds to readiness. And readiness isn't about knowing more. It's about carrying less noise. Stillness is the secret. When the mind quiets, it becomes a mirror. In that reflection, you don't find new truths. You finally see the ones that were always there. You don't ascend into higher truths. You descend into deeper ones, into yourself. Each descent strips away identity, certainty, and control. In that release, something beautiful happens. Wisdom doesn't arrive as answers. It arrives as presence. You begin to understand, not with your mind, but with your being. You'll know you're ready when the old stories no longer satisfy you. What once comforted, now feels tight. What once fit now feels false. That discomfort is not a breakdown. It's a doorway. Every ancient tradition knew this. Sacred knowledge isn't taught, it's transmitted. And only when the vessel is purified can it hold the light of truth. Today, purification means healing wounds, shedding false roles, and questioning inherited beliefs. When you stop chasing light and start becoming it, something shifts. The universe responds. Reality isn't a static environment. It's a reflection. And what you see out there is molded by who you are in here. Jacobo Grinberg, a visionary scientist and mystic, revealed that reality is shaped by consciousness. According to him, what we call reality is actually a filtered projection shaped by our beliefs and inner state. The projector isn't the world, it's you. Grinberg's theory of the informational matrix is profound. This invisible field of possibilities bends and shifts in direct response to your internal vibration. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs don't just color your world, they shape it. Reality isn't reacting randomly, it's responding precisely. It mirrors your subconscious truths, both the light and the shadow. Your inner dialogue is not private, it's powerful. If your thoughts are filled with fear or doubt, your reality will reflect that. but shift your mind toward gratitude, curiosity, and stillness, and the universe will adjust its response. Every thought you think is a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. Speak your day into being. Meditate with intention. Treat your thoughts like sacred architecture, because they are. You felt it, entering a room and sensing the energy before a word is spoken. That's resonance, and it's real. Life doesn't speak English, it speaks energy. The people you attract, the patterns that repeat, the feelings that linger, they all echo your internal world. This isn't blame, it's empowerment. You're not a victim of your surroundings. You are the source of them. Want to change your life? Don't scratch at the mirror. Tend to the one looking into it. Tiny shifts make massive waves. Reframe one limiting belief. Sit with one uncomfortable truth. Observe, don't react. Reality doesn't need to be forced, just aligned. Every relationship is a mirror. That friend who vanishes when you evolve, that person who crosses your boundaries, they are invitations, tests, messages. This journey isn't about perfect positivity, it's about honest alignment. When your inner world stabilizes, your outer world reorganizes, not instantly, but inevitably. That's not coincidence, it's coherence. When you see yourself clearly, the world begins to smile back, because your vibration finally matches the truth of who you are. Truth doesn't hide behind walls, it hides behind veils, emotional wounds, limiting beliefs, cultural assumptions. They distort reality like fog on a window. You can't rip these veils off. You must unravel them gently, through presence and inner work. Each trigger, each discomfort is a thread to pull. Follow it, understand it, and the fog begins to lift. Many of the veils we carry aren't ours, they're inherited. Beliefs like, people don't change, it's too late for me, or this is just how the world works. These are not truths, they are cages. To break them, don't argue. Live a new experience. One breath of stillness, one moment of clarity, can shatter years of illusion. Cultural conditioning tells us what's normal, what's worthy, what's possible. But when you question it, you liberate not just yourself, but your lineage. Healing isn't loud, but it's contagious. And as you dissolve your false identity, the world begins to feel thinner, not fragile, but transparent, mythic, alive. Eventually, you'll begin to see signs everywhere. Feathers, numbers, perfect timing, words from strangers that echo your inner thoughts. These are not glitches, they are messages, encoded confirmations that your path is aligned. Synchronicity is how the universe whispers, you're on the right track. The veil is not outside you. The veil is you, and the more you let go of who you thought you were, the more clearly you see who you've always been. The truth has been patiently waiting for you, not to arrive, but to awaken. You were never lost. You were just remembering. So pause, breathe, feel, and listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. Because the universe never hides truth from you. It waits for you to be ready.